Picking up where we left off regarding the book Initiates of the Flame, the Brotherhood of Freemasonry, as we've learned, believes in a universal religion, not true Christianity, at least for those who are actually following the true Messiah, Jesus Christ, or Yeshua. Their beliefs fall more into line with the New Age philosophies. For example, quoting from the book Initiates of the Flame, in the spreading of the bone between the eyes, called the frontal sinus, is the seat of the divine in man. It goes on to state, this is the lost city in the sacred desert, connected to the lower world by the rainbow bridge or the silver cord, and it's to this point in himself that the student is striving to rise. This is the sacred pilgrimage of the soul, in which the individual leaves the lower man and the world below, and climbs upward in the higher man or higher world, the brain. This is the great pilgrimage to Shambhala, and as the great city is the center for the direction of our earth. Close quote. So let's stop here to break that down. First, it's not lost on me the symbology in the beginning of this quote. The reference here I've heard before in regards to where, at least according to those following the flame of Freemasonry, the divine man sits in the front sinus. The reference is, according to some Native American stories, shaman performing in rituals where the exchange of demonic or ancestral possession is in the form of a nosebleed. Nosebleeds also give access to the blood and therefore the spirit world. And once again, I must point out shamans are not Christian. We also find symbols are prevalent in most cultures. That's how most secrets within these societies are kept and passed on. Do we see the significance of the symbology mentioned here in the second part? First is the reference to this being the lost city, the second being the sacred desert. What do you suppose they are really talking about here? How is the bone between the eyes, or should we say the third eye, a lost city? Is this the same lost city so often referred to in the movies, like Atlantis or Babylon? The Rainbow Bridge is also another reference to New Age philosophies, and there also are references to other authors who mention specifically this Rainbow Bridge, alongside some biblical references too, and the same can be said of the silver cord also mentioned. As we can see, the Rainbow Bridge has a connection to the spirit realm. There also seems to be a certain deity, Heimdall, associated with this spiritual bridge, at least according to Britannica. This bridge is a mystical overpass said to connect heaven and earth. According to some biblical references in John, the Rainbow Bridge is a place, heaven, a place where our spirit lives on for eternity. But we must beware. There are many New Age beliefs that have been closely knit together with this and have caused more confusion than understanding on this topic. And for just an example here, if you ever see the movie What Dreams May Come with Robin Williams, you'll see the Freemasonic symbolic reference to this Rainbow Bridge, among other symbols, I should say. So let's take a look at the silver cord. You'll notice that this cord refers to the connection between a person's physical body and its astral body. Let me also point out that those involved in witchcraft or other occultic practices use astral projection or remote viewing. So does our military, by the way. The Bible makes clear that those following the Messiah should not be involved in those practices. And going back to the book, Initiates of the Flame, we can clearly see the spiritual significance to self that these mystic believers want us to believe. Freemasonry is all about promoting yourself as a god, exerting your will over the Creator's, and in my opinion, that is dangerous territory to be in. In the last part of that quote, it refers to not only a pilgrimage of the soul or climbing the ladder of Freemasonry, where knowledge is exalted over faith, and the center of the earth they call Shambhala. Supposedly a mythical kingdom. But what have we learned here in the last few years? Some mystical things are real. And here's where the truth is illuminated for us. And of course, I'm using their words here. The Himalayas of Tibet, the land of Theosophy and the Theosophical Society, the true master magicians or masons that have laid out their universal religion for a new you-know-what order, or for the beast system of the Antichrist, with the New Age beliefs of the mystics as taught by Blavatsky and Bailey. And those are the writers of the UN writing material anyway. We are seeing the beast system come to fruition right before our eyes, just like the Bible said that we would.